So you want to build a YouTube channel. Well, one common piece of advice that you may have heard is that you need to do a 90 or 100-day run of daily videos to really get your channel off the ground. So I just tested that theory. Hey, it's Leah Rae from ToddandLeahRae.com, and I just completed a 100-day run of daily YouTube videos. And I'm going to share with you the lessons learned through that 100-day run and also give you some stats and real numbers of how things change for us so you can apply this information to your very own YouTube channel. Now, before we got started, we had a friend that really helped us set some realistic expectations. We knew that growth would be slow at the beginning, but that the growth rate compounds over time, like kind of the slight edge curve, if you're familiar with that, with very minimal growth at the beginning, but eventually you hit momentum and it really goes up. And that's where you start to see big changes. Now, our friend went through this last year and he said that he didn't really start to see real growth until 3 or 4 months after he started his very first 90-day run. But a year later, he's grown his YouTube channel by over 300,000 subscribers. So it's really worked for him. Now, having that right expectation definitely helped me to stay the course. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't easy. There were a lot of late nights and cramming to get everything done. And if I had been expecting faster growth back at the beginning, I really don't know that I would have had the stamina to stay the course. But because I knew the growth was coming at the end, it really helped me stick with it. And we are really glad that I did stick with it, completed all 100 days. And yes, we had some great numbers for growth for the entire 100-day period as a whole, but what gets me a lot more excited is the rapid growth that we've seen in the last week or two. We've really started to hit momentum, and I'm excited to watch this growth continue after this point. Now, ongoing, I'm going to be continuing with a 6-day-a-week schedule. So I'm basically just going to drop my Sunday videos, which had the lowest viewership of all the days of the week. So I'm just going to cut my Sunday video, give myself 1 day off, and just keep going 6 days a week. And that's really so we can keep capitalizing on this momentum and keep building on it. Now, one really important thing that it did for me beyond actually growing our channel is helping me to get much better at what I was doing. And it really breaks down to the 6 following items. Number 1, by shooting video after video and editing my own videos, I started to be much more aware of the ums and the rights that I tended to throw in when I was talking. My presentation skills got much better during this process. Now, number 2, my presentations also have a lot more energy. When I would go through editing my videos, I actually learned that I had a lot less energy than I felt like when I was shooting it. And I was able to train myself to really amp up my energy a bit during my videos so that they'd be more engaging. Number 3, by studying my click-through rates for my videos, which is the percentage of people who actually click to watch after they've been shown the thumbnail and the title, I got way better at creating both thumbnails and creating better titles. Number 4, I'm able to shoot my videos much more on the fly with just a couple notes on what I want to say versus having to spend a lot of time scripting it all out beforehand. Number 5, by studying my retention graphs, I was able to create better videos. Videos that kept people watching longer with better hooks at the beginning, better content, and better post-production editing. And number 6, just much better efficiency overall. I'm able to get a lot done much faster. I've just been able to speed up basically all of the steps in the process. Plus, I've learned what I can outsource, which is very helpful. Now let's talk statistics. What kind of numbers did we see before and after this 100-day run? Well, as we dive into the numbers, you need to know that we started our channel back in August of 2015 and just sort of played around with it. We did a few videos right at the beginning, and then it got further and further in between, and then it became really rare that we ever published any videos. Last summer, I did a few, and then a little bit more in the fall, but we really just did videos when we felt like it or when we thought we had time, which was rare. On top of that, YouTube really started collecting thorough data starting October 1st of 2018. So I can't get a lot of data before that point. So October 1st through the day before we started our challenge is actually 112 days. So that's a really good solid set of data that we can look at before I actually started the 100-day run. Now, our watch time greatly increased. Now, before we actually were looking at less than 1,000 to maybe 2,000 minutes of daily watch time per day. And if I average it out, it was actually 1.4 thousand minutes per day. Now, on the second half of the 100 days, we're really consistently getting between 4 and 6.7 thousand minutes per day. And for the 100 days total, we averaged 3.8 thousand minutes a day. That's a big increase. And the awesome part is over the last 7 days, we actually averaged 4.9 thousand minutes per day. So like I said, we're really hitting momentum and it's really speeding up. Now, during the 100 days, our total watch time for that period was 385.4 thousand. To put that into perspective, our entire 3.5 years on YouTube combined are 647,000. We're over half of that in just a 100-day period compared to the 3.5 years that we've been on YouTube. Now, earned revenue, this is actually interesting because we do have a very small YouTube channel still at this point, though it is rapidly growing. Now, during this 100-day period, we actually earned $1,354.78. Now, the previous 3.5 years, we only made $148.48. And that's really because we didn't even have enough watch watch time, we hadn't met the requirements to become monetized anyway. So it was only shortly before I started the 100-day run that we were able to actually monetize our channel. And when we did, we obviously didn't have a lot of watch time. It didn't really add up to much, just $148. But over the last 2 months, it was over $500 each. So it's growing, which is great. Now let's talk subscribers. When this run started, we were at 5.5 thousand subscribers. And during 100 days, we gained 2.3 thousand subscribers, ending with 7.8 thousand. So for the entire 100 days, we were averaging 22.5 subscribers per day. Previous to that, we were averaging 9.8, so way less. And now, the last 7 days alone, we're averaging 29.5 just for the last 7 days. So impressions. Impressions are how many people are actually being shown your thumbnail and your title. So during this run, we had 835.6 thousand impressions. Previously, only 351,000. Now, how many views did we get from those impressions? Well, during the run, we had 43.7 thousand views, and previously it was only 10.4 thousand views. Now, how much watch time are we actually getting from impressions? During the run, we were able to get 138.8 thousand minutes of watch time from the impressions that we received. Previously, that was only 47.1 thousand minutes. Click-through rate. Pretty proud of this one. I worked hard on this. Our click-through rate before we started the run was 3.0%. Pretty low. That was the average for our whole channel. Now it's up to 5.2% for the entire channel, which is awesome. Again, that comes down to getting better at the thumbnails and getting better at with titles. Now, if you look at the funnel that's on the second page of analytics within YouTube beta, it actually shows impressions from YouTube. Impressions from YouTube suggesting your content. The higher this is, the better. The higher it is, the more YouTube likes you and is showing people your stuff. So you want to get this number up. Now, when we started, it was at 20%. By the end, we are now at 24.2%. And while that doesn't seem like much of a difference, when you actually look at the volume of views that we're getting, plus we're still driving a lot of our own traffic to get a lot of those views, that's some pretty good numbers. Now, one important thing that we've seen is that we're able to really rank for competitive keywords now, which we weren't able to do at the beginning. No matter how much SEO stuff that I did to get ranking with our channel, it just wasn't really happening consistently. It would rarely happen, and not for actually competitive search terms, things that had tens or hundreds of thousands of searches per month. And now we're consistently seeing that every day, as long as we get out there, we get the videos out, we can rank a little bit, even if it's just for that day or just for part of that day, we can rank for some very competitive, very high volume search terms. Now, this is reflected in the analytics where they show you traffic from YouTube search. So currently, the percentage of traffic that comes to our channel from YouTube search is 25.6%. And previously, that was only 13.2%. So it's way, way up. This 100-day run has done huge things for our channel, and just for us as creators, we've gotten much, much better. So I highly suggest this for anyone who's really wanting to leverage YouTube to grow a successful business online. To get more specific, some training on how to go from 0 to 6 figures and beyond, not just with monetizing YouTube, but actually with building a solid business with multiple streams of income, you definitely want to click the link at the top of the description to get access to some great training. Now, please know that we are rooting for you. We are here to help you create the time freedom that you and your family deserve. That's why we do this. That's why I'm sharing all of our data with you. I want to help you grow and get better and to create that time freedom that you and your family are looking for. So if you're new to our channel, guess what? You're gonna have to subscribe if you want any help with that. When you do, say hi in the comments so we can welcome you to the community. Again, this is Leah Rae from toddandleahrae.com. Head over to this video floating up here, and I'll see you soon.